Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Once Upon a Game. We're playing The King is Dead with a samurai bent to it. We just died a lot. So, Anthony, we have some characters to create.
Yes, we do.
So, I'm still Sandorial.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be Oak.
And
yeah, so before this happens, I would like to run an intrigue. House Oak goes to war against House Sandorial.
yeah,
House Stillstone. Like, I think at this point, like, what else can happen, right? Like,
no, you're right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think nonsense and chaos erupts, and you both lose one muster. Eric, I have no idea how that works, so I'm gonna leave you to figure out what that looks like.
Ironically, they can't lose any muster. So what happens is this. I think.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Because technically, I would go here, and then you would lose muster.
Exactly.
And just do that again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So that's what it looks like now. Because, of course, we go to war with each other.
Oh, yeah.
the only-
Slowly ascends.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to come up with a good name. I need a good, like, female name. Suggestions? I'll just take the first one.
Oh god, what was that Empress called?
Iweko?
Maybe?
That's the L5R1.
I mean...
I mean, I'm not really making up, like, real... Like, I shouldn't say... I'm not... When I'm using my names, I'm just like, what's a word? And just rolling with it, because... So, I guess I'll go since you still have a little bit of time. So my character is going to be called Toge.
Okay.
It's he, him, and he is cheerful, brash, and athletic. And he is the younger brother of the man who is now dead.
Eric Himiko is a very classical Japanese.
I grabbed one already. I'm Eika.
Cool.
I'm Eika, and I don't know what my traits are yet, but I'm going to be I'm going to be a nephew to Ryo.
Or niece.
Or niece, yeah. Let's see. I am courteous. I'm definitely courteous, patient, and gracious.
Oh man, which game do I wanna? Oh, I got two ideas. What order do I want to do them in?
Sorry. Anthony, what were your three traits for Toge?
Toge is cheerful, brash, and athletic.
Ah, okay. Perfect. Okay.
That is totally awesome. Hey, Toge, wanna do a chase together?
Yes, that works for me.
Yeah. So I think what happens is like Honoka then like proceeds in the immediate aftermath of this duel while war begins, under cover of battle, to travel alone into the clan lands of Oak, and like fucking hunt down the brother of the man who is dead, because he can't have that vengeance, but he can have this at least.
Sure.
Yeah.
Vengeance.
So you are so Toge is the quarry.
Yeah, Toge is the quarry.
Totally. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So let's
Toge's brother killed a man who I had some regard for,
yeah.
and that must be answered.
Yes. Cool. So then
okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have a
That's your
chase.
logic. Okay. Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to say my character is very good at like clearly
no.
making the emotional boundaries here.
Oh no. This is very interesting. I'm just
audience
I'm
members.
just calling your character into play. That's all.
Yeah. Audience members, this is not how you should conduct your disputes in real life. Do not involve the families of the people you are arguing with.
If you're a magical folk, do not chase down relatives
Sorry,
of.
how can something be so wrong but feel so right? So no, seriously, don't do that. I'm not liable to that. See, by saying that, it means I'm not liable. That's how it works.
Yeah. So,
Internet magic.
Anthony, do you think are we on foot or are we on horseback?
I mean, would your character be on horseback?
Horseback sounds fun.
I mean, probably not.
Then
If
no.
I've like snuck into your clan lands to do
Yeah.
it.
And I don't think that I would like. I'm not prepared, right? So
Right.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Cool.
Cool.
How do you look to me? What's your mood?
So I think this is obviously a couple days. And he's young. He's probably just about the age to where he has like learned the arts of war. So and now he is the eldest of his clan. So like you were probably catching him going into the woods to train, but honestly, he doesn't have the look of a warrior yet. He's
Yeah.
carefree. If we were going back and you were seeing him train, he wasn't goofing around. But
I think we did.
Yeah.
I think what this chase looks like
Yeah.
is you're in the forest training,
oh
and then we hear a whistling sound
yeah,
and like a long red painted arrow like lands like just like a hair from hitting him.
if
And, like,
that's the case, then
That's the beginning of the chase, right?
yeah.
Like-
If you say that, then what do I look to you? Shocked. What? So okay, so how do you look to me? What is your mood?
like a vengeful spirit, like because I have the like the red painted bow that the shrine maidens use, and that's like the weapon I intend to kill you with. And I think like I don't think there's foxfire exactly, but something about the way the shot is framed and the sunlight behind me kind of like has that impression about it.
Okay.
And yeah, like hair is down, like feral, right? Like not even really human in this moment. And just moving with like animal grace through. I'm imagining like a forest.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I feel is the setting for this, but like.
No. I also agree. So I guess we begin.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
For those that have not seen this before, what happens is that during this chase, there will be a series of 4 challenges and missions. So I'm going to start this challenge by saying that I know this ground well.
Yeah.
Follow me if you dare, but throw. On tails, you're plunging heedless into danger, and I need not choose any missions during the chase.
A solid tactic, sir. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, I'm gonna follow you. You killed my friend, who was maybe my boyfriend. I don't know. We didn't get that far in determining their relationship.
We weren't into labels. Heads.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well,
Okay.
they're pursuing you with righteous fury, my friend.
Plunge through danger.
Yeah. I think like you know this territory, but I'm
Yeah.
as much animal as I am human,
Yeah, and I
and
think
so I just don't seem to care. Yeah.
in that case, I think my character's definitely this one, even though it's the second one in a row, I'll do this one. This is good because it plays really well. I race along a high and perilous ledge, and in this case, I think what I'm doing is instead of a ledge, it's just that I'm going tree from tree, like going from tree to tree, right?
Totally.
Like, so follow me if you dare, but throw. On tails, you have to slow and pick your way along. So, and I get a coin.
Yep, cool. I follow you. Foxes are not tree-dwelling creatures. We are not good with heights.
Ooh,
All right, so you gain a coin.
I get a coin. This just makes sense.
The third one has to be an admission, though, right?
I know and that's why this one makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Because I'm going from tree to tree, but I'm still scared, right? So this is I'm way too young, and while I'm trying to look back and go tree from tree, I end up slipping on treacherous ground and scramble to keep my footing. Throw. On heads, you slide to overtake me, and you gain 2 coin.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so I think, I think like I try and I like scrabble up into the trees to follow you, and you lose sight of me.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still like heedless moving through, and you slip in this moment, and then like all of a sudden I'm like there. I step out of 2 trees, and I've just like caught up, like almost an impossible amount of distance.
Yeah.
And I've just got the arrow raised, and you have the initiative. It is your move.
Right
What now?
I do the only thing that I can think of, which is leaping over. I just fall. I choose to fall.
Yeah.
And I make a hard landing. Follow me if you dare, but throw. On heads, you gain a coin. On tails, though, you barely catch yourself and you're clinging on with all your strength, and the chase ends. With you at my mercy.
The reversal.
Oh.
What do you choose?
Fuck it. I'ma do it.
Banzai?
This is a game about making bad decisions. Or,
Oh.
it would seem, good decisions.
So you have tied,
Have we?
right? Same amount of
You
coins.
gained 1.
Yeah, and you have 1, right?
I got 2.
No, he's
Most of the admissions are 2, aren't they?
the missions are 2. Yeah, the missions 2 coin.
Oh, yeah. They totally were.
Nah.
That's right.
And regardless,
That's right.
it's tie or win.
Yes.
So I think what happens, and like you obviously get to choose how the chase ends. I think I jump and then I'm a fox.
Yeah.
I think that's what that success looks like. I'm just like not a person anymore. I'm just like a little fox, like leaping.
Yeah, you
And
turned
I
into a fox.
land, and suddenly like I'm a person crouched again. Yeah.
Damn, tight spot.
Yeah, and okay, so I mean that's.
So, you have
Ending
to
the
choose
chase.
one of those. Yeah.
Yep.
So. Well, you've driven me into a blind way. I mean, I just jumped, right? So
Yeah.
you cornered me. That's how
Okay.
it ends. You cornered me.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Cool. And that ends
Yep.
that ends the chase.
Yeah, that ends the chase.
Yeah.
Cool. Sound Waves Ghost, you want to go?
Yeah, I've been looking at this. I want to. It looks like I need to have a conversation over food.
Okay.
With the new liaison of Aika.
Okay.
I think it'd be similar to this, the last one I just had, where it was pretty much right after all this started going on.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And yeah.
Okay. Where is this taking place though? Is this taking place in a Sandorial's fortification?
I would think actually it's outside of one. It's
Yeah.
literally on the boat, on one of my boats.
Oh, okay, so you're hosting me. Okay.
Yep. How do you look? What's your mood? I'm gonna go ahead and answer that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
To help decide the scene a little bit. It's not done as ostentatiously, not as many things. It's just a boat, but the the dining room is well lit. It's got nice candles, a large roast or something like that. Whatever
Yeah.
it's acceptable to him, but maybe not to him. The other him, you.
Yeah.
And it's got a person in the corner playing a violin just really softly, which is not playing traditional Japanese style.
Yeah,
music.
totally. It's playing like Bach or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mozart. Yeah.
Just really softly, and he's invited you there to discuss the friendship he had with her brother, or his brother. Sorry, aunt,
Right.
uncle, sibling. And that is pretty much what the letter formally said, was to discuss prior arrangements.
Right. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Who begins this? Does it... The person whose household has the lowest current muster. Well, that's me.
Yep.
Okay, I know what this looks like. When you present me the meal, I look at you on how to eat it, and I pick up the knife and fork upside down and use them as like chopsticks to like eat the food. Like I just am not. I don't know what to do with this, and I eat it, and I like, and I take a small little bite of it, and I don't really like it, and I put it back down. So I make an ignorant diplomatic blunder. Do you let me recover gracefully, or do you hold it against me?
I believe in this case he would let you recover. He would basically, he would do the parental like noise that you kind of like when you're trying to correct your kid from doing something.
Yeah.
Like, and he daintily, like really slow, way over exaggerated cuts.
Yeah, and I'm a very fast learner. I'm like, and I quickly like start doing it. Yeah, and you and I bow to like I bow courteous, like thank you to you, right?
And he
say,
he kind of hooks up his little sifter of brandy and just smiles.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
like that you have I like that we have sifters of brandy. That's a good touch. All right.
Let's see. I need you to reassure me about our people's friendship. Can you, or do you? And do you?
I'm unable to at this time, but I'm very peaceful at it. And I say, the war has kept things in a state of flux. It's very hard to make any commitments then when our first and sole commitment is victory. I'm surely you understand.
Of course. You cannot let slights against you go unanswered. That's war. Unfortunately, it is useful. It is also a painful thing.
It won't go on for much longer. And I accidentally spill a secret when I say that. Like, I imply that we have something up our sleeves. I cover it gracefully. Like, I don't reveal too much about it, but you know that clearly I have some sort of hidden plans that are going to happen soon. But do you pick up on it anyways?
I'm going to say no at this time. He's not used to the subtleties that they would be employing, like just like because of cultural separation a little bit there, like where he's like, when you're like, I've got a secret plan, which is probably something really esoteric to me, but to you it'd be like, yeah, we're just going to encircle this camp or trader. But I'm just like, there's all the same people to me. So yeah, I'm gonna say no. He wouldn't actually catch it this time. Maybe later he'd be like, "Oh."
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I hope to get you to commit to a trade deal. Could I?
I think I reiterate the same thing about when the war is over. I will be happy. Like, we will be happy to sign anything you want. I ask you about how House Antyr or Antiers and their raiding across the coast and how it's affected your business.
It has pushed us back a little bit, but out in other waters, we are most used to our own type of people with the equivalent abilities as our ships fighting us. So while they are dogged pursuit of piracy and other types of attacks, they are really just a nuisance at this time. You need not worry about them.
That's good to hear. That these ships can do battle against the Auntir.
Yes.
Ooh.
I think it's mine. I'm feeling generous. What favor do you ask of me?
Ooh. I was not expecting that question. Is there a place we can speak privately?
He reaches over and rings a bell, and the guy that's playing violin gets up and leaves, along with the person that has constantly kept his snifter brandy poured and just sets the bottle down beside him.
Mm-hmm.
He fills it up again and sets it down in front of him and drinks from the bottle and sets it down. Of course, this is the captain's mess.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So, like, is it just us in the room now?
Yes. It'd be just them. The servant and the musician are gone. That's all I'd have in there.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's too crowded. Just too
crowded. Yeah. I like being able to speak honestly and openly. So thank you for that. It's your turn.
Let's see. I'm going to go down to the topics.
Mm-hmm.
Why does so many believe that your house's claim to the throne was illegitimate when you are such a strong house?
Ours is a culture of technicalities, of nuance, and that is a topic of extreme nuance. So like I kind of like flirt around the question, but I say, rest assured. Things will be right.
They will.
History is always written by the victors.
Indeed. And he yells at the bottle.
Yeah.
May the victors be the ones who deserve it as well.
Yeah. That's a really good cheer. That's a really, really good cheer. So yeah, and I think we clink glasses, and I'm probably gonna pass.
I'm passing. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Hey, Video Store Cowboy. Hey, thanks for the big host. Thank you. We are playing Samurai. The King is Dead. Cool. So that was a good scene. I like that a lot. Someone have an idea for the next scene?
Well, so to resolve the question of the chase, I think I let you go.
Ooh.
I think that totally isn't Honoka's original intention. But he has a lot of feelings, and I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name. And Toge is very handsome and young and full of promise and like untouched by the harshness of war. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm fickle and I got too many feelings.
So okay.
Yeah, so I let him go.
Cool. In that case, I have an intrigue.
Ooh.
So
okay.
I think this is just the way that this has been going. But House Luness lands a fleet of laden warships at their stronghold. They gain 1 muster.
Mm.
I thank you.
Okay. Breaking away.
Does that push me forward?
Yeah.
Or do I go back to 5?
No. It pushes you forward.
You have to fall back to me.
Okay, cool.
Because when you gain 1 muster, then like the last step is if you're at the same spot, then when you're gaining, they get pushed forward.
Yeah. Cool.
So it's as you can see, it's a mechanic to drive conflict between those two people. Like in order to do that, you actually have to make them lose.
I've been trying to figure out something that made sense to me, and I just haven't got there yet. It's like,
I know.
have something for Oak and you, and I can't get to him.
Well, everyone.
Antier's got those boats, so like someone with boats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like, let's have, do we have a dance? Or do we have another conversation? I want a social scene that everyone can be in. I think would be interesting. And we haven't had a dance yet.
We have not.
We have not. I think
we've done like literally every other game except War,
and
which the way
and a bloody skirmish.
And
I was gonna choose a bloody skirmish.
Does a bloody skirmish still exist? Because I've got like the final copy of the PDF and it doesn't seem to be in there.
Really?
Mine maybe. I don't know. Maybe I don't have the final copy, but I have a bloody skirmish.
I don't know how that goes.
Hey, that's fine. No big deal.
Have to describe it to me if it happens. Which means I can't choose it, I guess.
It's in the handouts of Roll20.
Oh yeah.
All games.
Yeah. Fantastic. Cool.
10 and
All right,
11.
Cool.
So what game are you? So we're choosing a dance.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Someone else go while I contemplate. But yeah, a social scene would be good.
You know what? I think dance actually works really well right now. So, if you think about it, war hasn't really broken out yet.
I know, because actually, if you don't mind, could I do an intrigue real quick, and it would probably also maybe set the stage of why there's a dance?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna choose an intrigue from House Oak. House Oak marries their greatest war leader to a shining princess of the untamed tribes of House Antier. House Oak and House Antier each gain a muster.
Ooh.
Yep. It's very unconventional political approach I have to making these arrangements. And yet.
So, weirdly enough, while you guys were chasing each other, someone else in your families were getting married off for this upcoming war.
Yep.
Classic.
Yep.
Let's have a dance.
So yeah, of course there's a dance at this wedding, right? That's what I presume it is that no one could consciously have a war when there's a dance or when there's a marriage to be had.
It's also kind of still the eye before the storm, right? Because we
have to marshal our troops and get things going. War's a big affair, and so this is certainly in the months prior.
Well, it makes sense too because in the winter season, the hard part of winter in that Asia, they couldn't move troops.
Oh yeah, that's true. It is probably winter.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Of course, you're wearing fall, so it's like fall to winter. Yeah, the snows have come. Oh, totally. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly it. So let's have our dance. It's his winter court. So we're all here at winter court.
Yep.
In the capital, probably. Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Oh yeah. And the dance, the hall. The floor is a nightingale floor that's been tuned to sing like melodic, like pleasing notes rather than warning tones, so that as people move and dance, the floor sings.
Oh God, is that a real thing?
You haven't heard about Nightingale floors, Eric?
No.
So they used to build floors in such a way that they were super creaky, so that assassins couldn't cross them without giving away the fact that they were trying to move through.
Mm.
And like a substantial part of historical ninjutsu was like learning how to cross a fucking Nightingale floor.
I never heard of this. That's amazing. And so it's melodic.
I'm taking like some liberty with the concept.
Yeah, it's cool.
This is like a
singing
Nightingale floor.
This is magical Japan.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
The floor
works for me.
Just deal with it.
All right,
Four sings.
Cool. Awesome. So you have to have a designated partner.
I think for this one, Linus would like to go with Oak.
Okay.
Cool.
So Toge and Mitsubashi, you're gonna be their partners in the dance, and of course we can join freely.
I think everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To be
right. So as always, ask each other how do you look, and what's your mood.
Well, I guess let's go with Toge. So much like once again going with the kind of floral theme. A Toge is kind of dressed in like different shades of brown. It's winter, right? So no leaves, but on his face he is still as bubbly and cheerful as ever. Doesn't seem like, at least he's not showing a care in the world. But one thing to note is that his hair is tied back like his brother's was during the trial by combat. Is that his hair, while not as long, is still long enough to be pulled back into a ponytail. So
okay.
How do you look?
Mitsubashi is wearing the buckle shoes and all that jazz, the pantaloons, but he's got a long, like I want to say the suit jacket type thing with the long back, like the long train.
Coattails, yeah,
the coattails. The split, so it's all like when he twirls, it goes out, and it just basically he's peacocking. And his hair is the nice white thing, pompadour, I think it's called, or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
And he's got no weaponry on him this time, but he does have a like a sash with like all these ornamental medals that mean nothing to anyone that wasn't awarded them.
Yeah, but they're like obviously like Portuguese like war medals and stuff. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Shipping and fighting on the sea, but nobody.
Yeah. Love
Even if they understood it, they didn't care. But he makes him feel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you can take turns asking each other questions. The worst dancer asks the first question.
Ooh, I mean, I think in this case that would have to be you, just by like you don't know the dance.
Yeah. I would say that. Yep.
Cool.
And Eric, are we playing the extra player version of this, or is it just the two of them?
No, we're playing extra players.
Yep, cool. So, because then we have to declare who we're dancing with per question.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, so I'll start off with Oak, and I'll say, something about me catches your eye, and your look lingers. What is it?
I think I reckon it's kind of obvious. This one's obvious.
I'm also very tall.
Well, one, yes, you're very tall, but what I recognize is the fact that you were the man that was over my brother's dead body, right? You're the one that switched swords. That's exactly what I like. I know exactly who you are. So
okay.
That's it. And as I see that, I dance closer. Close enough that your mouth is close to my ear. What do you say?
He'll whisper, "We do not forget. We will honor him."
And I think Toge just smiles.
Aww. Aww.
And let's see, do we have the option of switching during this time, or is it just?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
Toge,
switch.
Toge, I'm gonna dance with you for a little bit.
Okay.
I lose my place in the dance. Do you stumble? Do you let me stumble, or do you draw me back into place?
So, I definitely draw you back into place, but this is the way that I do it.
Yeah.
Going back to what you said before, right, with the floor.
Yeah.
The way that we dance makes the floor sing.
Mm.
So it might look like I have misstepped, but my misstep is to cover for the fact that
Yeah.
your misstep to make the music
To make like a chord.
to make the chord.
Yeah, to make like a harmonious chord.
I'm about to make this harmony, and then you step to. Yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I like that a lot. That's cool. I also have a question for you, Toge.
Ooh.
Woohoo! The bell of the ball.
This moment in the dance allows me to step close to you and linger very near. Maybe this is like near the end of the song, or like after the song ends, and like we're like taking a quick break or whatever, and you like we like both step back and we realize we're next to each other, and our houses are gonna be at war come spring. So that's a thing. Am I welcome?
You are. And I think the expression, I mean, besides just like, oh, shock, like, oh, I'm right next to you. Besides that, and more like just like young teenage like nervousness, there is no hatred, right?
Okay.
There's nothing but like happy, like just happiness exuding from him right now.
Sure, just good party vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Sorry, so real quick, side note, Saragon in chat, I described this game like Mario Party because you choose mini games to play, and Saragon saying like, that's a bad analogy. It can't be like Mario Party. You're all on speaking terms and it's been hours.
plus my hand isn't all hurt from trying to use the stick.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. That's so good.
That's +1 internet right
Thank
there.
you for that. Thank you for that,
Yeah.
so good. That's good.
Mario.
That's good stuff.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, someone's
no.
question.
Okay, so my question is for Honoka.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment in the dance, so the dance is now resumed.
Yep.
You
Second
laugh.
dance.
Yep, you laugh.
Yes.
At what?
Good question. I think like just at the absurdity of the situation.
That's fair.
Like I like you, right? Like your brother died. I like massively overreacted, and like I think Honoka is self-aware enough to know that his moods are like wildly temperamental and expansive in ways that are not always very like human. Yeah, like I wildly overreacted. I set off to kill you. I was like so struck by how like handsome and young you were that I was like, no, I can't possibly do it. And now we're dancing together. Yay! It's just fucking ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I laugh at. Just the whole chain of our relationship, our entire relationship up to this point is just funny to me. Yep.
This was the perfect way to spend my 2 questions.
I have a question. For our Lunest player. I think as the dance goes, I feel like you're getting into the swing of it, and you're actually doing a very good job. But you can't help but notice that I am. What looks like an extreme amount of effort for you, I make it look trivial, right, at this dance. So I feel like, and finally we get to the point where we end up crossing paths at this dance, and you may at this moment place your hand upon my elbow, my shoulder, my waist, or my hip. Which do you choose? It's like we're going to be dance partners.
I'm going to say elbow.
Okay. So it's like
I'm going to keep friendly.
Distance. Yeah, a friend. Yeah. Cool. I received that well, I think. I like courteously bow, and I think we have a good old dancing time.
All right. I think I got my final one here. Going to Luke with this one. I'm gonna go with a repeat. Something about me catches your eye and your look lingers. What is it? I just like that question.
Yeah, it's a great question, right?
Good fucking question. 10 points to Vincent Baker.
I know. This is
Meg.
like a mandatory question.
Let's not forget Meg. It's very important
Yes.
that we not.
Both of them, yeah.
I mean, I feel like the obvious answer is the sword, and so I don't actually think that's it. I think it's the fact that if I go and I look again, I think it's like you're very handsome, right? Like I'm struck by how attractive you are,
and tall.
and you're like you're tall and you're handsome and you're wearing this like kind of like exotic gear that like it emphasizes your like strangeness and the attractiveness of that, and I'm just like, damn. Honoka just has a lot of feelings, okay? He's got a lot of feelings about everyone. Yeah, and then my return question is for you. When the dance ends, will you stand with me or rush away?
He will stand.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
And I believe that is our dance.
Oh, that's a sweet dance. Calm before the storm.
That is still by far my favorite game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would like to do a game, if I may.
Sure. What do you have in mind?
I love this. I'm recycling a game and I'm recycling a family. I'd like to steal some time with Aika.
Ooh.
All right.
I think I need to have an honest conversation about my feelings and maybe make an apology. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. You have to come close to me. Okay.
Yeah, so I think this is like after the dance, right? Like
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm not sure exactly when. It's sometime at night.
It's like later in the, I think it's later that evening or something.
Yeah, of course. Like it's still like a party or something. Like it's a gala. It's a wedding. Of course, it's going late in the night, right?
Yeah,
it's night,
right.
And maybe we're in the courtyard, and so like we're bundled up. There's nice little like lanterns lighting the little courtyard, and
we're in like the Zen garden.
Yeah, exactly.
And the pond is like just perfectly frozen over, but you can see in the lamplight the koi swimming underneath it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And there's just all of these like both like maple trees and cherry blossoms like in the garden, but it's winter, so they're all like bare and skeletal and just like draped with snow.
We got the perfect picture, right?
Perfect, just that.
Very, very nice deep indigos and stuff for the night, and like warm orange for the lights around, and we're walking in tandem. Yeah,
and it's picking up the fact that my furs are all like fox furs.
Yeah, cool. And mine are white, and I don't know what would be white, but yeah, I have white furs.
They are white.
Yeah, okay.
You know that much.
Yeah, they're white. They're white furs. White furs with black with like the black sort of like cloak.
It's probably like also fox. It'd be like fox in its winter coat from like up in my neck of the woods.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Cool. So like let's steal time together. So what does this look like? So we're walking. What's your mood?
Somber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like kind of remorseful. No. Not yet.
Reflective.
Reflective. Yeah. That's a good one.
I'm thinking about Ryu. And I think and also like struck by the beauty of the night.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night. It's one of the most beautiful nights on records. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
How do you look, and what is your mood, Eric?
Very, very proper is how I look. I am, and just like myself is well concealed under these clothes, my mood is well concealed by a very strong face. Like a poker face, just like yeah. I am so my mood is opaque. It is. I am very, 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 very hard to get a read on me right now. So I'm very. I guess the best you could think of is maybe defensive. Right, my walls are up.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we're very slowly, gently walking. We can see our breath in the cold air as we talk. Right. And I comment about the evening and how beautiful it is. Right, I say, it's like nights like this are very few and far between.
It is true. It is not often that the gods bless us with such a sight.
No, they are so much more prone to cursing us, aren't they?
And I think there's like a wry little grin.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do, and I like kind of like look at your eyes when I say that, right? Like to get that I'm joking. I'm not like cursing the gods. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I think Honoka lets out like a long sigh and like very quietly says, "Remind me, what was the relation? It was niece?
Yeah.
She's a niece. I wish that your uncle were here to see it."
God damn it, man. Oh.
Have some feels, Eric.
Right. Yeah. I feel, and I think what she says is, I think its beauty would have been eclipsed by something else in Ryu's eyes. I'm gonna leave it vague. Like, am I talking about you? Or am I talking about, like, battle or something else? Yeah. But, yeah.
I think that we do not credit them. Often our warriors are best equipped to see the world's beauty. Like it, their lives are short and beautiful and cut down before their time. And I think my gaze like shifts over to the cherry blossoms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect. Exactly. This fucking analogy. Yeah, this whole analogy is nothing but just a cherry blossoms falling. But
it's like, it is a classical Japanese thing. Like,
exactly.
I'm not being original here.
I know. Yeah. I touch your hands. Like, I take my hands out of my cloaks and I hold both your hands. And I say, my hands are quite cold. Yours are far warmer than mine. But I'm saying that as a way of being like, I'm sympathizing with you right now, actually. But what I'm saying is this sort of like context, right? I'm giving a preface for why I'm doing it. But I'm consoling you. I'm obviously consoling you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like, I think I squeeze your hands and I like raise them and I like blow on them and like, it's warmer than it ought to be.
Yeah.
and I ask, is that better? But like, again, like the delivery makes it very clear that like,
I can say, I can feel the blood moving again. That's what I say. And I think you see that there is a faint twinkle in my eye, a tear in the slight corner of my eye. Remembering Rio and seeing that how much you care deeply for him, right? Like I see that, and it's making me tear up a little bit. And
it is so easy to stir the blood, to passion, to violence, to spill it. Much harder to stop its flow. I touch your cheek to like brush the tear away. May I?
You may not. And I remove my hands from your hands.
Yeah, totally.
And I take care of it myself.
Yep. Is that withdraw to a more comfortable distance?
Yeah, I'm withdrawing to a more comfortable distance from that.
Cool.
Say. And I put my hands back inside my kimono or like my cloak, right? And I think just kind of like take a long pause at you, and I'm kind of thinking about what I should say, and I think what I actually what I say to you is I say, if you want to visit his grave, you should do not be afraid to ask. Or like his shrine, right? Like his memorial thing.
Yeah,
right?
totally. Fuck. Yeah, I think Honoka like nods and turns to contemplate the sky, and we see like a cloud of fireflies like in the area, kind of like lift off and are flying in like beautiful patterns in the sky. And I think in that light we can just really, really dimly see like tears running down their face, his face.
Yeah.
And he says, "I would like that."
I don't have any expression when I do that.
Yeah.
Like I'm just very like, yeah. But I mean, deep down, I'm like, feels good. This is my hug for you. You know, this is the best embrace that I can give.
Yeah, no, totally, right? Like, this is, it's very Japanese, very proper.
Yeah, absolutely, right? And,
yeah, and I think...
And I say, before I go back in, I'm getting quite cold in here, but, what I say to you is that perhaps that news will keep you warm in this brisk night.
Yeah, and I think I nod, I go to touch your fingertips as you leave. May I?
You may not, and I break off and depart, and I say, Sayonara, Antara, you know, and I go back inside, and I leave you there to contemplate.
Yeah, and we just get this shot of like me from behind, like looking up at the moon and the star. Yeah,
I know. I could fucking, I could fucking do scenes like that all night long. I fucking love that stuff so much, but of course it's better when I deny it. Better when I deny it even more than that. That was perfect. It's like the right that's good. Unlike garlic, that is the right amount. You can always add more garlic.
12 cloves.
Yeah.
Recipe
12.
says 1, 12.
Yeah, now I get why in Torchbearer when you have a neck of garlic it counts as 1 supplies for food. So anyways.
Let me tell you about 44 garlic clove soup one time, Eric. Good shit.
That sounds good. I'll do that. Cool. All right. Cool. So that was our scene. That was stealing time together.
Yep.
Man, that was such a good game, Vincent and Meg. Why you make such good games? We are kind of getting close to running out of time, so like we should probably think about doing a couple more scenes in closing.
All right.
Yeah. House Lunest.
Actually, I wasn't really wanting to run a scene. Because I was kind of wanting us to try to end on a war if we could, but I was definitely sending a ship that was christened We Remember to them, to House Oak, under the intrigue and muster with House House Oak fosters several young princes and princesses overseas in the House of the Nest. Oak gain 1 muster.
Fucking that pushes. Okay, so that pushes you up, and then you gain a muster. So then you go like this.
Yep.
So it's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Which means it's time to do another dance, right? Because we just counted in.
Right. So I think
the dance of war.
Yes, that is the right war, and I guess we're gonna end on the war, Anthony. Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
We're gonna have the war
Between
Clan Oak,
forth upon the land.
between Clan Oak and Clan Sandorial. We have our war. I mean, we know how the war came about. We don't have to talk about that, right?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty fucking clear.
Right.
Almost
So
the first scene of the game set this off.
yeah. So during the war, anyone can ask any details about the setting, circumstances, and conduct. I don't understand how do you look to me and what's your mood really comes into effect here.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like you see each other across the like you see each other in each other's armies
Yeah.
across the battlefield, right? Like
Right. Oh, okay. Okay.
it's that shot in The Last Samurai where we get a bunch of cool establishing shots of the two armies right before the real tragic battle at the end.
Okay.
I love that movie.
Right.
It's very
I
good movie.
need to. I actually never seen it. I should watch it.
it's pretty good.
I should. It's
very-
good. Yeah.
You just have to watch it keeping in mind that Tom Cruise's character is not the last samurai Katsumoto is. That's
Okay.
the key thing you gotta remember.
Yes.
All right. Good to know. All right. Okay. So let's do this. So how do you look to me? What's your mood? Ake Toge.
Yeah.
Ake-san.
Toge, yes. Toge is, as it's now spring, Toge is wearing robes of the color of cherry blossoms. As his ever he's fearless. He's as smiling as he was dancing with everybody else. Grin on his face, but his hair is as down like his brother's was at the start of this.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a good touch. That's a good touch.
Yeah.
So I think Aka is probably like part of a like the scouts of a war, so that's probably why we see you. Before going back and like doing more like behind the line stuff. And yeah, I think Aka is, so I guess they're kitted out for war. So they're wearing like their armor and they're on a horse, right? It's the first time we've seen them on a horse.
Yeah.
And I think they look very stern as they're carrying one of the black mons with the white flowers of Sandorial. Just like it's fluttering in the wind is like kind of the thing that we hear as we're like, you guys, you know, you're looking at me from your perspective, right?
Yeah.
So I look very stoic on the horse.
Yep.
And
And I think you see this Toge like wave, like
I don't
remember you.
yeah.
Oh, it's
I don't wave. I'm just holding my banner. Okay, so we conduct our war now. All right. So during the war, anyone can ask anything for details and circumstances and conduct or appearance of the armies. So the player's house with a higher muster begins the war. So that's me. I begin the war with the initiative. So what's going to happen is we're going to, when you have the initiative, I call, like whoever has the initiative person calls for the next battle. But there's circumstances where the initiative can turn, and we continue until either of our houses' musters are reduced to 3. When prompted, we can call for allies and we can negotiate. When you lose muster, we should follow the rules for intrigue and muster as always, right? So, yeah, that's how you end the war. When your house's muster is reduced to 3, the war ends with your enemy the victor. As well as any point during any engagement, even when you're about to lose muster or initiative, you can declare enough and surrender. The war ends with your enemy the victor. We can maybe change the names of some of these places because they're all like Game of Thrones names, like the backbone of Banty or Engelhost or the Highlands and stuff like that. We'll change that. But I feel like the Seaward Coast sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's always good.
That's definitely a thing on a bunch of tiny islands.
Yeah, so I feel okay. So the first one, so I begin. I drive you into the Highlands for the untamed tribes to butcher.
Ooh.
House Antir, how do you rein the tribes in?
I mean, like, his
Yes
people...
Yes or no?
Yeah, his people did kill Ryu, who I loved.
Exactly.
But Tokei is very beautiful.
I know.
And
So what do you do? What do you do?
It would be a shame to cause his death. We do. I think. Yeah, we rein them in. We rein them in.
Ah, no. Okay, initiative turns. Initiative turns.
Oh.
All right, Anthony.
Okay.
What does Clan Oak do? Fuck.
Well, so I call upon my alliance with House Lunest to support me against you in the field. House Lunest, do you send soldiers?
Across the battlefield rings the rap-a-tap-tap, and a stump
Oh, no.
as hundreds of armed gunmen appear at the edges of battle, with the flag that says "Member" above their heads.
That's so good. Damn it. That's so good.
Okay. Both you, my enemy, and you, my ally, lose 1 muster. I keep initiative.
All right. So you, which one's first? Is my ally?
My enemy.
Okay, that's good to know. So then you do that, and then your ally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then it goes like that.
Cool.
Backfired on me.
All right.
And with this sudden, and this is the kind of the
I fucking love
moment
this
that
game.
we were waiting for. So, and this is the setup to my ambush.
Yep.
So I'm gonna throw a coin. On heads, you were warned about this, and initiative turns. On a tails, you will lose 1 muster. I keep initiative.
Okay.
Okay. Roll 1d2. Ooh, you were told.
Oh, it was totally a messenger from Antir who warns us. It's literally Hanoka, probably, who while was feeling remorseful. It has to be, right? It totally has to be. And so we're warned at initiative turns. And so I meet you at the field of.
Oh my god! It's not Hono. It's a fox. It's a fucking
Yeah, it's a
fox.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I feel like there's a point where we're going to go into the engagement or whatever, and we see a fox like on a hill or some shit, and we're like turn around, this is bad, and like we get out, right? Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. So I meet you at the field of Sunscove. Let's meet you at Sunscove. If you cede the field, we need not fight.
Oh, we're fighting.
Okay. Both of us lose 1 muster.
Mm-hmm. You keep it.
Oof.
No, wait. You should do. Hold on a second. If both of us lose a muster, the order. What's the rules for intrigue and muster? Is it the highest person do from? When you decrease your muster, you decrease your muster.
When more than one house decreases its muster, decrease them in order from lowest to highest.
That's right. Okay,
That's
lowest to
what
highest.
Won't swap. You just won't swap places. Deadly. So yeah, one would go behind me, then one would push me forward.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Okay, cool. But we continue. I will meet you at the field of Bridemare. If you see the field, we need not fight.
We continue to fight.
We each lose a muster. Fuck. I need to do something. I retreat into my house's stronghold at Sandorial Kugan, right? And do you besiege me?
No.
All right. The war ends. Neither of us have a definitive victory.
Which seems about right.
And I think that's where we call it for the night. For fucking
coronation.
Oh yeah, coronation.
There's a game for this, Eric.
Yes, there is a game. There's a game for actually how the game ends.
And
it's very quick. It's a very quick game.
Yes.
Didn't manage to get to where I wanted to be.
All right, this is the last game of everyone plays this game. We conduct the coronation. We're asking the following questions: Who is crowned? Antier, right?
Yep.
You want to describe the ceremony as Antier takes the crown?
Yeah. So I think while all this is going on, Antier sweeps down from the north.
Yeah.
In massive number, and just,
that's why you don't siege me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think the claimant from House Antier, where are we? What is the description here? Yeah, a war chiefess, accomplished and ruthless. To my mind, she's very much like San from Princess Mononoke, but grown up.
Yeah.
So she's all in belts and kind of a clay crown mask thing.
Yep.
And I think the ceremony is very, very, very archaic, right? I think blood is shed. I think there is a ritualistic sacrifice of a bear.
Wow.
So that the bear god will carry our prayers for the new reign into the afterlife. I think there is oaths sworn by fire and by sacred smoke. I think Honoka probably actually serves in the role of priest for a bunch of this. Yes. That is.
Yeah, that would make that seem pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Which of us personally attend the ceremony? We all we're all honor bound to attend the ceremony.
Yes.
Which of us personally support the new crown?
The loyal retainer, yes.
We'll never forget our betrayal on the battlefield. Which of us will personally fight or continue to fight against the new crown? Well, I mean, it's that's true, because maybe it's not as good as a trade deal. I like that. And then we ask around the table, each player in turn, 1 year from now, where are you? So let's start with Luke.
I think we just see a shot of Hokkaido, the north of Japan. I think it's early spring, which in Hokkaido means there's still snow everywhere, but everything is starting to grow again. And we're just out on this long field of golden grasses with snow still everywhere, and we just see this fox walking peacefully through the snow, having been released from its oath. Now that the throne has been won. And that's it. That's what becomes of Honoka.
Nice. Cool. I know what mine is. Mine's just me paying respects to Ryu. It's kind of ambiguous about where I'm at, but I'm alive. I'm a little bit older. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about I never forgot where this all started and what's gonna happen. Yeah. All right.
So
Eric, can there be a fox paw print in the snow by the grave?
Yeah, of course. Oh shit, that's so good. Oh yeah, of course.
Yes.
So Toge's is pretty similar.
I step on it.
Oh.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I fucking step on the fox paw print at the grave of my fucking dead character. God damn, that's so good. Oh.
I still think that when Eric makes this face should have been the emote for the channel. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, this like yeah, I know.
Just Eric's like, ooh. That,
yeah, I know. I definitely have.
face.
Yeah, that's my next one for sure. Yeah, the face. Oh, dude, that's so good. Luke. Okay, who's next?
I can go because it's very similar. Toge is also honoring his brother, and you're kind of catching him at the tail end of a ritual as he kind of lights a small plant, or I guess a bunch of sticks and plant that have been kind of formed into kind of like into an offering. So he's burning that as a way to honor his ancestor, his brother, all with the same smile on his face that he's had the whole time.
Very nice. You guys are very somber, and I'm gonna have to flip this. Mitsubachi here is sitting at a table. He's served a plate of food by a slightly younger woman wearing oak family clothing, and in the corner of the room is a bassinet with a baby in it. And as it zooms out, it's not the typical castle, but it's a fort, a wooden fort, with several of those troops mustered around it right outside, and you can see oak banners across the water.
Oh, this game. All right.
He's put his stamp down. He's like, we're here. The nest is here.
All right, who wants to do season 2? God.
I'm in. No.
This has been genuinely one of the best games of The King is Dead I've ever played. That was super good. What do we think of it? What do you think of the game?
I got some thoughts.
Yeah.
I've got some notes.
Good. Yeah, so I think it's we're gonna have to actually write a formal game of this, like
yes.
a formal write up, change the house names, and like actually change the language of some of these prompts and stuff like that to make it actually work more for like this setting that we chose. But like this faux Edo period Japan like needs to be a thing. This is perfect.
Yep.
This was super good.
Without a doubt.
This was super good. What was everyone's favorite moments from tonight?
Oh, fuck.
If that's hard. I know it's hard to say.
I don't know. Maybe the fact that this is the first time my player character has died in a role-playing game. I'll go with that one.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it didn't distract from the narrative. It was equally as important one way or another. If he had have died, if he hadn't died, we were going forward. It wasn't like we all paused and were like, oh crap, we did this. Can we fix it? It was, here's what I'll do.
Yeah,
you know, that was awesome, because just the fact that these little pieces, and like I said, the first scene of the dinner, that set everything else up, and yet at the time it wasn't really that big a deal.
Yeah,
I
we made this up out of nothing. We made this entire epic story out of nothing.
Well,
isn't that amazing?
Out of a bunch of help from
yes,
of course. But like
I feel like even more than most role-playing games, the structuredness of this game means that the designers are actually giving you a lot of help.
Yeah. Sure, okay, you know, that's fair.
Like,
but
even
we provided
more than Apocalypse World. Like, it's like every move is...
It's like they hold an index cards going, you know, you could try this, or you could try this.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, they're cueing you on what will make a good version of the story.
But it makes it fire. Yeah, it makes the right tone. Yeah, this is so good.
I did like the muster system a lot. It was very fun because I was getting up there, then I got to the top, and I couldn't get one more hurdle because there was nothing I could do anymore to that thing. And it was and I kept looking. I kept flipping in this book, looking for a way to touch that, and I'm like,
you needed to challenge me to war. That was what you needed.
There was nothing I wanted to do because I was involved with trying to do this other thing. So it was eventually, I'm just like, I want to be second place. I'm just going for that now.
Animated, which is perfect because you're perfectly set up for season 2. This was amazing. This was really good. So
I've spent so much time trying to find a way to be like, oh, I'm actually on your side. They won't work with me. Nope, I'm out. And I was trying to. I was dreading the question, what would you let slip? I was practically ready to bite nails. I'm like, please, that's the one thing you don't need to ask me right now, because if I answer it, that's war with us. And I was like, nope, you didn't ask it. All right, we're good.
Yeah, that's good.
Speaking to that, of like, oh man, I don't want somebody to ask this question.
Yeah.
I was banking on somebody to ask the question of I step out of place. And I was like, please ask that to me, because I had that when Luke, you made the comment of like, oh, this is exactly how this floor works. I'm like, that has to happen. This scene has to happen.
Totally, right?
I'm surprised no one asked me of that. Like, they were trying to hit me with it. Like, I'm supposed to help you. I don't know what I'm doing either.
All right.
It's just little snippets. It's just so good, and it just makes. Yeah, it's just. I really enjoyed this. This was really fun. I am very much glad I stuck for this.
Yeah, I know. This is like some. I feel like Elphaba tries to do this, and it just. I don't know. Like, well, it's got a way to go. Yeah. And it's gonna be really hard for me to. I feel like if we could write this game, this like the actual proper, like, what's crazy enough is that this game pretty much already works. Like, we just proved it that without much extra things. Like, yeah, there's something here. So
no. It's mostly
a cosmetic.
Yeah,
it's a cosmetic change.
It's maybe add a game here, maybe cut a game there, but like on the whole.
Yeah.
But like Arthurian medieval setting is very close to fantasy Ada, like medieval Japan. They're very similar in terms of themes, right?
Yeah. Faux medieval Japan with like sort of like the Western Portuguese like influence as one of the houses has to be in this game. Like, that's super good.
So good. Yeah.
That was so good.
So easy to play, because it was like, I know what I would do, and they. But I know enough from other to what they would expect. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to shoot for the middle because I'm trying to blend in. So they say that's honorifics and stuff like that, but then I'm dressed totally outlandishly non. I'm trying to blend in. I got your swords on the wrong hip.
So anyways, guys, it was perfect. And when you came to Oak's aid with the rat-tat-tat of the drums, that was so good. I was like, oh no, that was so good. That was perfect.
I was trying to figure a way to get that in there sooner, to to lead it in. Even if you guys wouldn't have known it in character, you'd have seen it a little earlier. But that when he goes, "Are you going to ally with me?" and I'd been like, again, biting the nails. Come on, yes.
Say the word,
yeah.
And it hurt,
Eric's
but I was
face
like, yes.
when I. Yeah, Eric's face when I was like, nope, I'm going to rein the tribes in. Sorry, Eric.
That one felt like such a coin flip.
Trusted a fox, Eric.
I know I trust a fox.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked, Luke, I really liked Euronai's stealing time together scene at Winter Court. That was really good, too.
Yeah, I mean, I thought all of our stealing time together. I just really love stealing time together. Stealing time together is a fucking great.
I know.
Great
it's so good.
So, like, I see this, that people want to use stealing time together as also like strictly romance. It's not. It's just just private, intimate conversations.
It's
That's why
intimacy.
Which in a setting that's all about like public face and surveillance by authority, it's a really important game.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to use that to pass that sword, because it was like that's the most intimate you're going to be in a social setting, because you're right there. If you're not hiding, if you're hiding, then that's when you get that other part. But I was just like, this is the perfect way to get that across, because otherwise it's just like, I say I did it, but in this case it was, can I do it?
Yes.
And I go, of course I
Yeah, I know. I love it. I love how each part of this game is like, if you are allowed to put something forward, then I am allowed to put something forward too. In like every single way.
And it's not confrontation, it's rebuttals that adds to what's going on.
Exactly.
Say yes and.
Yes. Yep. Oh, all right.
And even when you shut him down, it was still like, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, this was good. So I know. Seriously, I can't thank you guys enough for taking out your time on a Tuesday evening or Wednesday midday to come hang out and play role playing games with me. I'm always honored and flattered by that. I'm super flattered by everyone who showed up to follow and resubscribe to the chat today. I really love that a lot. All my friends who stopped by and say hi. You guys are awesome. Always welcome. I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. This was super fun, everyone. This was just so good. Right. So, where can people find you, Daniel?
I pretty much hang out on AP's Discord. That's the main place. I'm on yours now too. I've joined up on yours as well. You have any L5R questions from the old days, you can ask me. I know a little bit of it. I'm not a CCG player, but I was the RPG player. Otherwise, I'm pretty much where I'm at. I'm not much on the internet yet because I'm moving around, all that stuff getting settled.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be around. So
awesome. Yeah.
Ghost or something like that, you'll get me.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out, and really appreciate you hanging out with us today.
Yep.
Yeah. Anthony.
Hey, Eric, thanks again for running this. Had blast as always. It was great to play with Luke again and Daniel for the first time, so that was great. You can find me under the username full link, primarily probably on Eric's Discord or Adam's Math Squad Discord. So if you see me, hey.
Yeah, awesome. It's cool. Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, the one, the only, Luke, Wildwood Games. What's up?
Hello, I am Luke. You can find me on Twitter at Wildwoods Games. You can buy my games at gamesfromthewildwood.itch.io, including a game that has been played on this channel a number of times, and it was always real good. You can watch that. Also, I ran a convention module this year that was like somewhere between Distant Inheritance, but for 5 players, and I really fucking need to get that shit finished so I can publish it. Because
yeah,
this was good. This was good.
So
follow me on Twitter, and I'll tweet about game design or something, I guess. Also, I'm on Patreon. You can support me there. You can find it from my Twitter.
Yeah, cool. And yep. So, and this was been Once Upon a Game. I'm Eric Fulgaris. I'm gonna be at TwitchCon this weekend. So if you're around, let me know. Seriously, hit me up on Twitter or Discord at Eric Fulgaris, because I'm bringing this game. And if we can, in the time between here and then, I'm going to have a samurai hack of it to play there too, because this game is super good. And I would love if you guys have some time to come out and hang out and do that stuff with me. So like that would be really cool. I'd really like that. That'd be awesome. So yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna be there. So I'll be back next Tuesday. We're playing The Republic for Once Upon a Game, as well as if you guys ever want to play games with me in November or December and what have you, or impromptu stuff, you should totally get me on my Discord, because I will have signups for Once Upon a Game. This is all done on a sign up basis. This is open to the public. All I have to do is just go to my Discord and get on the sign up sheet for a game or request a game or something like that. Just let me know, because I want to play games with more people, and there's so many great games out there that need to get played. Just play more games. It's such a delight, and so if you can, I'd love to play with you. It'd be fun, right? So that's it for us today. Thank you all so much, and have a great evening. See ya.